Hello everyone, welcome to your Pilates HIIT workout today. We are going to be doing 45 minutes today, so a little bit shorter than our normal 60. We've got 2 hits instead of 1, so we're going to shorten it up a bit. So our format's going to be pretty much the same. We'll start with some core to start, just getting our cores fired up, ready and connected, and then we'll move into our first hit, followed by a little standing series. We'll move into our second hit, and then we'll finish laying down, doing some side legs and some work on the mat to finish it out. So let's get started. So we're starting with our Pilates ball. And then I also have 2 little dumbbells. They're about 3 pounds. So if you have anything like 1 pound to 5 pounds, that would be great. If not, it's totally fine. You can do everything without the weights as well. But we will be using them a little bit if you want to join in. So we're going to start down on the mat today. We've got a little bit of core work to start. So we're going to start with the ball pushed up here against your tailbone, and you're going to sit back into the ball. Okay, so it's like on your very lower back here. Your feet are going to be in parallel. Feet are going to be flat on the mat. Oh, actually, I forgot I wanted to use the weights for this. So we're going to start with the weights in our hands for the first little bit. So again, totally can ditch them at any point if they're too heavy and too much. We're going to bring the weights out in front of you. We're going to come into a straight, lengthened spine, and then you're going to start to roll back and curve your back as you roll down into the ball. So almost like you're going for a roll down on the mat, and then roll back up, lengthen at the top. So we're just going into that like halfway roll down position right now. So you're curving, tucking, and then rolling back up, lengthening at the top. So pressing that core back towards your spine, keeping it back as you roll back up. Connecting with our breath here. Good. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Good. We're going to add on here. You're going to come into that halfway rolled position. You're going to bring one arm, elbow goes back. Knees are going to stay facing forward and then twist back to center. Come up and lengthen through that spine. So you're rolling back. Now we're alternating sides. Opposite elbow goes back, looking towards that elbow, and then come back up. Now everything else is staying where it is. We're just twisting that upper body here. Good. Last 2 each side. Last one. Good. Just shake out the arms for a second. You can just rest back on the ball. Getting that ball repositioned into that, pressing it into the back. You're going to bring the arms out in front of you again. You're going to come back into that roll down position. Bend the arms, press them up slightly, bring them back to in line with your shoulders, straighten them out, and roll back up. Good. Getting some arm work in here, holding that core in tight in that halfway rolled position. Last 3, 2, and last one. Good. Shaking those arms out, you can just drop the weights down to the sides. We're going to bring the ball into the center of the back now. You're gonna come down and you're gonna prop yourself up onto your elbows, onto your forearms. So you're gonna not let your body just hang down. You're gonna press up, activation through that core here. Okay, so take a deep breath in. We're gonna bring our right leg up into tabletop. You're gonna start to just dip that right toe down towards the floor and then bring the leg back up into tabletop. Holding that core in strong here. Making sure you're not sinking into those shoulders. Good. Last 3, 2, last 1. You're gonna start to straighten through that leg and then bend it in. Straighten and bend. Last 3, 2, and 1. You're going to start to draw tiny circles with that knee, with that hip, opening the hip up to the side. So you're really not drawing them with your knee. Your knee's just following where your hip's going, opening that hip up. Last 3, 2, last 1. We're going to switch directions. Keeping that left leg stable. Good. Last 3, 2, last 1. Good. Setting the right leg down, we're going to pick up the left leg now. Start to dip those left toes down towards the floor and then lift them back up with your core. Everything on the right's just staying stable now. Good. Last 3, 2, last 1. You're going to start to straighten through that left leg now and bend it back to tabletop. Knee comes over your hip. Keeping that length through the core the whole time. Using your breath here, relaxing the jaw as you exhale. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Starting to circle that leg, circling through the hip. Right leg stays where it is still. Tiny circles here. Last 3, 2, and 1. We're going to start to circle the opposite direction. Good. Last 3, 2, last 1. Good. Setting that right or left leg down, sorry. Picking up the right leg and the left leg at the same time. We're going to start to march through the legs. Last 3, 2, and 1. Starting to straighten through the legs. 1, and then the opposite leg. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the legs up into tabletop. You're going to connect those heels and the knees are going to be externally rotated. Start to dip that diamond shape down towards the floor and then lift it back up. Just a small movement here. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to hold in tabletop, start to close those knees and open them back up. Pulling those inner thighs and that pelvic floor to bring your knees together. Last 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop one leg down. Opposite leg drops down. You're going to scoot even further up on your back on that ball. Let your body hang over for a second. Open up that chest. Good. Last little bit here for this core series. Gonna bring your head into your hands, pressing the head into the hands, cradling your head here. You're gonna start to just do a small crunch looking up towards your core and then open back up. So making sure we're activating our core first before you start to bring your body up. So activation through that core brings your body up. You don't pull your body up with your arms. Super small here. You're not bouncing on the ball. Control this movement with your core. Last 3, 2. Last one, you're gonna hold yourself up, looking towards your core. Start to bring one leg up, opposite leg up. We're gonna march through the legs again. Pressing your head into your hands so you don't strain your neck here. Last 3, 2, and 1. Starting to straighten through those legs. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring one leg down, opposite leg comes down. Stretching out over the ball again. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, rolling off slowly off the ball to the side. Bring the ball into between your inner thighs now. Hands are going to be grabbing onto the weights if you have them close. If not, you can just leave them down by your sides. Bringing your hands up towards the ceiling with those weights in your hands. You're going to start to tuck and roll all the way up into that bridge position. Hold for an inhale and then exhale. Slowly start to roll back down through your spine. Awesome, you guys. Last 3, 2. Last one. Holding up at the top. You're going to start to bend those elbows out to the side and then press the arms back up overhead. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll back down. Keeping those hands overhead. You're going to come up. You're going to bend through the elbows. So the weights are going to go almost over your forehead. You're going to start to dip the hips down. As the hips come up, you're going to press up into that tricep press and then bend the elbows as the hips come down. Slow and controlled here. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding up at the top, tiny dips, down an inch, back up an inch, just holding those arms overhead. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll back down. You're going to place the weights over to the side again. Take the ball out. You're going to bring it behind one of your knees. So bring it behind. I'm starting with the right leg. You're going to bring your arms down to your side. You're going to start to press up in that single leg bridge and then slowly roll back down. Pressing up, slowly rolling up. Hold for an inhale and then slowly roll back down. Good. Last 2. Last one, you're going to hold up at the top, start to dip that right leg down, and then bring the leg back into tabletop. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Holding up and then slowly coming back down. Grabbing onto that ball, placing it back in between your inner thighs. A couple more center out, and then we'll go to the opposite side. Slowly roll back down. Slowly coming up. Slowly roll back down. Last time, we're going to hold up at the top, tiny squeezes in on that ball. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll back down. You're going to grab onto the ball, goes under the opposite leg. Hands go down by your side. You're going to start to tuck and roll up, hold, and then slowly roll back down. Last 2. Last one, you're going to hold up at the top, start to dip that leg down towards the floor, and then bring it back to tabletop. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Holding up at the top and then slowly roll back down. Bring the ball out from under that knee. You're going to slowly bring the knees in, rock side to side. Awesome job, you guys. Slowly coming up. We are all done with your core for today. Let's get into our first HIIT of the day. We're going to be using the weights for the first exercise. As always, these HIITs are going to be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going through 4 times. And we will be doing today actually 3 different exercises, sort of a variation for the first one. So we're going to start in the center. You're going to be doing marches through the center. You can go as fast or slow as you want to here, using those weights also. So we're getting the upper body involved, staying straight. For 2, we're going to do that. For 2, we're going to start to go out to the sides and getting more involved with those obliques. Our second exercise, we're going to come down to the mat. You're going to take the ball in between your ankles. We're going to go through a moving plank, but we're going to go out, knees come out to the side, come through center, and then out to the opposite side. So again, we're going to get more into those obliques. Oh no. So we're starting in 3, 2, and 1. So again, take this as fast or slow as you want to start. We're just getting those standing crunches in. We just fired up that core on the ground. So now we're working to get that blood flow going while we're still keeping that core active here for 3, 2, and 1. Rest it out for 10. We're going through the center one more time. In 3, 2, and 1. Good. Getting that heart rate up here. Ooh, don't have my normal timer today. It's going off. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest for 10. We're going out to the sides now, so those knees are going to go externally rotated. Going into that little twist in 3, 2, and 1. Going over that knee with those weights. So it's that tiny twist over to the side. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake those arms out for a second. Last one here. Same thing. We're going out to that side again. In 3, 2, and 1. Remember, we're staying still. We're staying up tall here. Standing up tall, lengthening through that spine, lengthening through the top of your head. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Coming down to the mat, grabbing onto that ball. Going for those planks. Ball between the ankles. In 3, 2, and 1. Coming up. We're twisting the knees over to the side. Come back through center in that full plank. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting it out for 10. Awesome job, you guys. We're going again, back into that plank in 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, knees go out to the side, press through the center, opposite side. Awesome, you guys. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it for 10. Keeping those heart rates up here in 3, 2, and 1. Full plank. Press it back. Twist those knees over to the side. Get a little sweat going now. In 5, 3, 2, and 1. Rest for 10. Last set coming up. Make it your rest. In 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last set here. Hold on to it for as long as you can. If you need to just hold in a plank, that's awesome too. Do what you need to do for your own body today. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Sitting back into a child's pose. Rocking out through those hips. Slowly rolling up onto those knees. Roll the shoulders back. Awesome work, you guys. Okay, we're gonna move into our standing series for the day. Let's move into our standing series for the day. I'm gonna have my weights in my hands. If you wanna join, that's awesome. If not, you can totally do this all without your weights. So we're gonna go into a sumo squat position to start. So your feet are gonna be externally rotated. You're gonna have the weights in your hands. We're gonna start to just sit into that sumo squat. We're gonna do a bicep curl at the bottom and then push back up through those heels. Bicep curl at the bottom, push back up through the heels. Keeping that core in tight here. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, last 1. Good, we're gonna sit into that sumo. Bring one heel up, drop it down, opposite heel up, drop it down. We're sitting low in that sumo squat, lifting one heel, and then off to the next side. Everything else stays stable here. Core is in tight. Good. Last 3, 2, last one each side. We're gonna go back to those sumos. So you're sitting up, coming down, bicep curl, and then press it up. Last 3, 2, last 1. Sitting back into that sumo squat, you're gonna lift up that right heel. Tiny pulses on that, with that right heel staying up. Left heel's down, just pulsing up and down. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that right heel down. Stand it up, back into those sumos. Almost done with this little part here. Awesome job, you guys. Last 3, 2, last 1. Good, sitting back into that sumo, lifting that left heel up now, tiny pulses up and down. Pressing through that right heel. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, whoops. We're going to drop the heel first. Stand it all the way up. Okay. Having some issues with the wind today. Let's get back into it. So we're gonna start going into that sumo squat again. You're gonna bring your legs a little bit wider here. So a little wider than they were before. We're sitting down. You're gonna place your right hand onto your right hip. You're gonna start to press through the left leg out to straight, left arm goes overhead, and then bend back into that sumo squat. So you're pressing, lengthening through that left side body. Keeping that bend in the right leg. Good. Last 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Good. Opposite side. We're bringing that left hand onto the left hip. You're going to press out through the right leg and then bend back. Right arm goes overhead here. Left leg staying bent now. Good. Last 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good. Straightening those legs out. You're going to come down and just little stretch here. Let your head swing, let your body swing side to side. Good. Slowly rolling back up. I'm going to bring the legs in. We're going to go into a little curtsy lunge series here. So you're going to come back into this curtsy lunge. So your right leg's going to go back into a curtsy. You're going to stand, raise that right leg up. Arms come out to the side. They come back and you sit back into the curtsy. So you're doing a little abduction here as you stand with your arms and your leg. Slight bend in that standing leg. So the standing knee, we're going to keep it slightly bent here. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and last 1. Good. You're going to sit back into that curtsy. Tiny pulses down in the curtsy. Good. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it back up. You're going to stand, just move through that leg. Your arms can just hang down now. Slight bend in that standing leg. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Last thing on this leg, you're going to come back, hinge forward. Your arms are going to come into your sides, so elbows into your sides. Drop the arms down, stand, and raise that knee up. So you're hinging forward, leg goes behind you. Bring those elbows up, bring the arms down. Come to stand and bring that leg up. Knee comes up. So you're driving that knee, bringing it up with your core. Slow and controlled here. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and last 1. Good. Setting that leg down. We're going to go into a little center squat before we switch over to the other side. So you're going to just bend into a tiny squat here. Bring those elbows back. We're going to go into a tricep press. Bring the arms back in and then stand. Just coming down, tricep press, and stand. So it's not a full squat here. We're just hinging that body forward. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, And last one. Good. Switching over to the opposite side. Your right leg's gonna be standing now. You're coming into that curtsy lunge, standing, and then lifting that left leg, arms come out to the side. This side's always a little bit more challenging for me. It's totally fine and normal to have one side that's a little bit tougher. I think I'm carrying my son on my right side all the time. So I tend to hike that hip up. So I have to kind of work on that while I'm doing these exercises. Last 3, 2, last 1. Sitting back into that curtsy, tiny pulses down. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up, the arms can just stay down. We're just gonna lift and lower that left leg. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna come into that hinge now. Bring the elbows into the side, bring them down, and then bring that knee up with your core. Hinging forward, leg goes out behind you. Using your core to balance here. Slight bend in that standing leg so we don't hyperextend there. Good. Last 4, 3, 2. Ooh, lost my balance for a sec. Ooh, and last one. Good, bringing that leg down. Okay, really having issues today with the wind. So we're gonna finish just through center. You're gonna bring your arms into a prayer position. You're gonna sit into this squat and then come up, press the arms overhead. Using your core here. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and last 1. Awesome job. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Roll them forward. You're gonna bring the legs out wide. You're gonna let your body hang down. We're gonna go into a twist. Leave your left hand down. Open up through that right arm. And then opposite arm comes down. Opposite arm goes up to the ceiling or towards the sky. Let your arms hang, grab onto your elbows. You can just rock side to side. And then drop your hands down. Let's come through center and slowly roll up. Rolling the shoulders back, bring the legs in. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, let's go into our second hit of the day and then we'll finish on the mat. We've got same thing, 20 on, 10 off. We're gonna go into a burpee to start, don't kill me. So we're gonna start just pressing back. You don't have to go down into that push-up unless you want to. We'll jump back and then we'll pop up into the air. Coming back, bring those legs back. We're just gonna move through it quickly here. That's the first exercise. Second exercise, we are going to go onto our side planks. So you can do this one on your knee. So knee down. We're gonna go side plank crunches. So you're lengthening and bringing that knee into the elbow. Or you can go up into a full side plank here, same movement. You can choose to add a weight if that feels good for you today, or ditch it, totally up to you. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Starting with that burpee, jumping up at the top. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. 10 seconds to rest. Full body here today. In 3, 2, and 1. Jumping back. Ooh, timer's going off again. Don't want that today. Awesome, you guys. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it out for 10. Awesome work. Halfway there. In 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, you guys. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest for 10. Last set. Best set here. In 3, 2, and 1. Finish off strong. Awesome, you guys. Halfway there. Last 3, 2, and done. Awesome work. Coming down onto the mat. Those side planks. Woo. In 3, 2, and 1. So you're on that knee, or you come up fully into that side plank. Oh, I gotta move down for the next one. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Setting it down for a second. Let's stay on that same side, burn it out, and then we will switch over to the opposite side. In 3, 2, and 1. Popping up, lengthen, and crunch. Awesome, you guys. Ooh, can't see the time. Again. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Switching over to the opposite side. Bring it over here with me. In 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen and crunch. Good, you guys. Ooh, lost my balance for a second. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Rest for 10. Last set here. In 3, 2, and 1. Popping up. Last time through here. Don't watch me. Messed that up trying to get the timer on. In 4, 3, 2, and done. Awesome, awesome job, you guys. Coming into a child's pose for a second. I'm gonna go into a twist here, bringing one arm underneath, stretching out that shoulder. Done some arm work today. Want to make sure we're getting that in. Coming back through center, opposite side. Back through center. Slowly coming up onto those knees, rolling up. Head comes up last. Awesome job, you guys. Let's finish on the mat with a little bit of side lying, and we will be out of here for today. Okay, let's finish off today with some mat work. We're gonna come down onto your side. You can either choose to pop up onto your elbow today, or you can come down into your head in your hands. I'm gonna choose on my elbow today to start. We're gonna start with our knees at a slight diagonal. Everything else is in one line, so hips are in line with the rest of your body here. You can start to just clamshell, so you're keeping those heels together, opening that top leg up, keeping that core in tight here. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold that leg open, tiny pulses back with that top leg. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to close. Open that leg up, kick the leg out to a diagonal, bring the knee back, or bring the foot back to the opposite foot. So you're opening, kicking out, keeping the knee where it is as you bend back in, and then close it back up. So you're opening that knee up, kick it out, knee stays where it is, knee stays where it is, and then close. Good. Last 4, 3, last 2, last 1. You're going to keep that knee where it is, just kick the leg out and bend it back in. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg straight, tiny pulses back at that diagonal. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Pound out that hip for a second. You're going to bring the knees into a 90-degree position. Flex that foot. You're going to kick the leg out straight, press it up, and then come back in. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Holding out. You're going to go 2 pulses up with a flex foot, 2 pulses up with a straight leg, or straight pointed toe, sorry. So flex the foot and then point the toe for 2 pulses. You're in 2 pulses with a pointed toe, 2 pulses with a flexed foot. 2 and 2. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Bring that leg in and pound out the hip. You're going to come into, this leg is going to be bent behind. You're going to bring that right leg out straight. You're going to start to press that leg up and down, activating that inner thigh here. You can feel your core working too. So don't just think of it as inner thigh. It's all connected here. Pelvic floor, inner thigh, and core all together. So bring that leg up and control it on the way down. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it at a hover. You're going to flex the foot, bring that leg back, and then point the toe, bring the leg forward to that diagonal. So flex, bring it back towards that other leg. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bringing that leg down. You're going to come down onto the side and do a little twist stretch here. Bring that right leg over the top and open up that right arm. Good. Coming onto your back, taking a figure 4 stretch. Right foot is going to go over the top of that left leg, pressing that hip down, pressing that leg back on the right side. Stretch out through that hip. Good. Okay, you're going to set the legs down. Arms are going to go down by your side. You're going to start to go into that bridge. One last time here. We're coming down, running through every vertebrae as you come up, letting your core lead you here, and then come back down. Good. Last 4, 3, 2. Last one, you're going to hold up at the top, bring that right leg up. You're going to start to bend it in and lengthen through the toes. So you're pressing through that left heel, bending the right knee in, and then lengthening through those toes. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the right leg down, slowly rolling back down. We'll go back through center a couple times here. Last 3, 2, last 1. Holding up at the top, you're going to bring that left leg in, lengthen through those toes, and bend it back in. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. I think we need a couple more. Last 3, 2, sorry, and 1. I wasn't keeping track very well on that one. Bring the left leg down. Slowly roll back down through your spine. You're going to hug the knees into your chest and rock out through your hips for a second. Good. And then we're going to switch over to that opposite side. We're coming down. If you did the elbow up on your elbow on the last one, try to do the same thing on this side. So whatever you chose to do last side, let's do the same thing. Keep it consistent here. Elbows underneath your shoulder, making sure that core is activated before you start doing that little clamshell here, opening up that top leg, keeping the heels glued together. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that leg open. We're going tiny pulses back here. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to close. Bringing that leg open, kick that leg out to straight, bring the heels back together, and then close again. Good, you guys. Awesome. Last 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. We're keeping it open, leg is straight, tiny pulses back. Oh no, first we're going to go do this one, sorry. Bend and straighten. Whew, losing track of things here. Bend and straighten. Keeping the knee where it is. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to keep it straight. Tiny pulses back. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Bringing those legs into 90 degrees. We're going to bring that top leg off. Flex the foot, lift and lower at the straighten. So you're kicking it out to straight in line with your body. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. You're going to go 2 pulses up with a flex foot, 2 pulses up with a pointed toe. So flex and then point, flex, point, Good. Last 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good. Bring that hip down, pound it out for a second. You're gonna bend it behind you, bring that right leg out straight. We're gonna go tiny pulses up, activating that inner thigh, pelvic floor, and core to bring that leg up and down, controlling it on the way down. Ooh, it looks like it's gonna storm here in a second. Hopefully we don't get rained on. Last 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna flex the foot, bring it towards your body, point the toe, bring it out to the diagonal. Flex and point, flex and point. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. Banging that out. Let's take a figure 4. Oh, a twist stretch on this side. Left leg comes over the top of your body, opening up through that left arm for that twisted stretch. Taking a figure 4 on this side. Bringing that left leg in, pressing those hips down, pressing the left knee out. Good. All right, you guys, last thing. We're coming into a plank to finish it out. On your elbows, so you're coming into this little plank here, pressing up through that core. You're gonna start to bend, rotating through your knees. One knee taps, opposite knee taps. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Both knees together, and then press back up. Knees bent together, press back up. Keep that core in. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're holding for 10. Just hold and breathe. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Drop it back into a child's pose. Awesome job, you guys. We're gonna come into this child's pose. You're gonna roll up through your body. You can bring your body up and come into a little arch here. And then roll, bringing your core up first, rolling back into that child's pose. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Sitting back into the child's pose. Just wiggle out through the hips. Good. Slowly rolling up. I'm going to just take one last butterfly stretch here. You can grab your ball if it's close. We're going to sit on top of that ball. And we'll do a little pelvic floor to start. So you're going to just open your legs up wide, rocking side to side through your hips. As if you come more forward on the ball, and then come to the back. You can just do circles, stretching out through that pelvic floor. Good. And we'll take a butterfly stretch on here, bringing the feet together. You can just let your body come forward with a straight back, and then finally you can just let it go, stretching out through the hips. And then you can slowly roll back up. And you guys are all done for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. If you guys are enjoying these workouts, please like and subscribe. Leave any comments, suggestions, or requests for future videos in the comment section. I love hearing from you all, and I absolutely love doing these workouts with you guys. So I hope that you guys are enjoying them. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next workout.